here and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Woo.
All right. So where we left off last time for us, it feels like it's been forever, but it's only been 2 weeks. So you guys left the town of Terran and headed east towards the town of Doolin. So you guys can try and deal with your not so friendly Genasi Lennix that you had met and kind of made a mockery of you guys and buried Calamities under a building for it.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
So you guys have made it across. You encountered a wonderful, interesting old man with no teeth who said, "Look at the moon," and Ruskin was his name, and Tendon Fire's the game. So you guys had some fun adventures on the road. Met a wonderful Imperial scout who decided to shoot you guys instead of everyone else. Branch almost became a former adventurer at that point. But thanks to Frederick's healing, he will live to adventure another day. You guys ended by getting to the town of Doolin and going to the inn, which name I am spacing on at the moment. And you guys got a room, or you got 2 sets of rooms. Feo got one, an individual room for himself. He's on the 3rd floor, and the rest of you guys got a shared room, which is on the 4th floor for it. You guys also found the most expensive ale that you could buy, and it's called Blood Apple.
Oh yeah, that stuff was good.
It's a good name.
Oh,
I like it.
yeah.
I like it. All right. So you guys have rested for the day, or for the night. We'll say you guys take a long rest. So if you haven't marked it off, go ahead and mark off a long rest. It is the following morning for you guys, and you are in the town where your notes and the information you have received and found says that somewhere in this town, Lennix there's a warehouse where he is storing items that they're going to use for a ritual to help summon a devil into the world. And that is where we're picking up. So you guys wake up. What do you guys want to do?
I want to have
Brush
some
my
breakfast.
I want to search for this motherfucker.
All right, I heard some breakfast and searching. Okay, so you got food is included in the
Breakfast is for suckers.
Yeah. I don't need no breakfast.
I follow leads and angry.
Oh man. So breakfast is included. Since it's a well-off inn, they offer you some fresh bread. They do give you some porridge, some like oat porridge, and some actually fresh fruits.
Oh, nice. I'm with Calamity, so I kind of want to go search for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Well, so how are you guys going to do this search? What are you guys doing to search?
Um,
I'm gonna look under the bed.
Okay.
all right.
You look
Have
under
fun
the
with
bed
that.
and you find some. You look kind of in the back, and there's this one like dusty, dirty, like looks like something fuzzy. You reach back there and grab it, and it's a pink, worn out, fuzzy slipper.
I put it in my backpack.
Okay. Mark off. You have one old pink fuzzy slipper. It'd be faded pink, actually, but it's.
I think
This will
That's
come in
right,
handy
now.
later.
it's gonna save us later on. Watch.
Yes, trust me, you guys.
I can see it now. I need something to throw. Throws the pink slipper. All
In
right.
your time of need, it will help you. We'll save you.
So what do you guys? How do you
Alright.
guys want to do this search? What are you guys doing for it?
So after looking under the bed, God damn, I'm tired. I mean, I might look in my plate.
You're looking at your plate
Yeah,
of breakfast.
yeah.
Okay. You slowly, one spoonful at a time, and look at your porridge and you eat it and you kind of look through it, tilt your spoon a little bit, make sure it's nothing funny inside of it. It takes you twice as long to eat breakfast.
Oh my god. while they do that, I'm gonna ask around in the
Okay.
bar or the tavern.
Okay. Well, what questions are you asking?
I'm gonna ask if they have seen anything out of the ordinary going on, or if they've seen a particularly. He was a tall guy, right?
Yeah, he was a rather large person. He's a Earth Genasi,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yes. I'm gonna ask them if they've seen that Genasi around.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation check.
A 20, not natural.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh.
Okay. So you ask around, and you start asking some of the patrons, and most of them, it's early morning, are just like, "What? Why are you asking me this question?" They're kind of like, almost like Frederick in a sense, just like kind of eating their porridge, but not really paying attention. You do as you kind of walk around and ask and see what people are up to, and this place is a rather large place. It probably fits maybe 100+ people in the common room, easy. And it's maybe 15 to 20 people around. There's a serving maid walking around, kind of yawning. It's still early morning. The innkeeper, the man you met the night before, he's over by the bar, kind of cleaning up, cleaning some mugs that he has. But as you walk around, you hear that the most of the commotion, like even if you ask him about this person, most of the commotion after you walk away or as you're walking up, seems to be talking about the local lord. And how he's recently raised taxes. The local lord's name is Marcel Reeves. At your question of the asking about Lennix specifically, you do come across one person who was like, I think I saw somebody like that in the warehouse district, but
Yo.
yeah.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
Warehouse.
Marcel Reeves.
Marcel Reeves, you got it. You spelled it correctly too.
Huh. So we can either go there in the house thing district, or we can go pay Marcel Reeves a visit and tell him to lower taxes. Because why not?
So I will save you one thing. So you guys know from the notes that you found that the notes were specific, like talking about various regions or people in the region.
Right, I was gonna ask, like, was it just Terran that was like really subjugated, or
Not necessarily subjugated, at least.
well, like really influenced and infiltrated, I guess.
Yes. So no, it was not just Terran. So other places were too.
Awesome.
So it was kind of all over the peninsula, for where you guys are.
Gotcha,
Maybe
gotcha.
Marcel Reeves is part of the whole operation. And they got like these demons that want gold. Maybe that's why he's raising taxes. So I say that Marcel Reeves is not a good person and we need to get him to lower the taxes.
Makes sense to me.
And I'm definitely not making shit up. Just to pay Marcel Reeves a visit.
Is it
Definitely
just me,
not.
or is Frederick making a whole lot of sense right now?
Yeah, I don't know. Frederick's kind of spitting facts.
This is the most sense I've ever heard from Frederick, actually.
Yeah, honestly, just like nodding our heads along. Just like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, I'm just letting Bahamut think for me,
Okay. Then yeah, let's do that. We'll go pay Marcel Reeves a visit, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm out of good ideas now. So, what do we tell him?
We just straight out there and demand information on this Earth Genasi. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah,
Right.
ask him if he's,
Nothing can go wrong.
if he's
Exactly.
hiding demons and raising taxes because of them.
All right, so you guys are gonna go find Marcel Reeves, the local lord.
I guess I'll do my best not to steal anything from him.
All right. So, how are you gonna find him? What do you guys do to go find him?
Word of mouth, drum up attention.
Word of mouth. So you want to just go kind of ask around and where is he, kind of thing? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe not so aggressively, but you know.
Okay. Well then, whoever wants to ask those questions, go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me here.
So who's would be doing that?
I mean, I can
feel
roll.
like
I got a 0, but I can roll.
But-
I'm gonna try then. If you've got a 0.
Does not matter to me.
So that's
Yeah.
16.
Wow, not
11
bad,
plus
not
5.
bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay. So you walk around town. Takes you maybe, like, you kind of walk to some businesses and stalls in town. Most people are out there. So where you guys are, by the way, in terms of the town, you are in like the outer portion of the town. It's basically a half circle, and it's like 2 half circles. There's the inner part of the city, and then there's the outer part. You guys are in the outer part right now. So in this outer part, a lot of it has to deal with like farming and goods and services that kind of relate to that, and imports and exports. As you guys walk more towards the middle or the center of town, which is in the inner portion, you get more into the fisherman's markets type of stuff for it. And did I send you guys or show you guys the picture of the town? I think I did.
I don't think
you
so.
did.
No? Okay.
All
I
right.
just have the region map.
Just the region map. Okay, so let me put the map in real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to describe it, and I'm like, wait, I can just send you guys a picture.
I should get myself some coffee.
It's not a bad idea. Okay. Alright, so I posted the picture in the maps and artwork, but I will put it in the other chat too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so where you guys kind of are in the coin ward. It's in the kind of on the outer edge, but a little bit towards the north.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess his house would be in Noble's Village.
It's a fair assessment, yes. So, by the way, since you rolled, so we'll assume that you guys,
Right.
as you walk kind of into the inner part of the town, getting into towards like the walled market area, you come to in the center of that, in the walled market, there's a familiar, it's a marker stone for the road. So it'll have like, you are, 300 miles or however far from whatever town or city. They're in all the major places, all the major towns and cities. You're very familiar. It's part of the road marking system. You guys kind of, it's the center of the oh my gosh, it's like the town green, essentially, the town square. But there are various merchants around. On the 16 that you rolled, you kind of ask, like, hey, where's this lord? Has he raised taxes? Those kind of things. You guys are like, you can hear people grumbling about it, but they do tell you that his house, or his mansion, as they say, is in the noble's village. Yes.
I'm so smart.
So, Frederick's made a lot of sense multiple times today now.
Yeah, it's scaring me.
I'm kind of afraid.
I've just been praying to Bahamut a lot lately.
What's Bahamut putting in your morning orange juice?
Lots of caffeine.
Who needs coffee when you got Bahamut's blessing?
Caffeinated orange juice.
Exactly. Sips on Bahamut's blessing.
Oh, God.
That's what we're gonna name the orange juice now. Bahamut's blessing.
That's the brand name for sure.
All right, perfect.
I am totally writing that down, by the way. Orange juice type, Bahamut's blessing.
Great.
I can't wait for this to go up in like 3 months.
By the way, that orange juice is definitely not spiked. So
Definitely not spiked. Okay, got that.
let's walk all the way to Noble's Village then.
Yeah,
Try and
I'm
spot the biggest mansion in the place, and let's
Sort
assume
of
that's the place.
Door-to-door salesman time.
Hey, I like it.
I want to talk to you about your carriage's extended warranty.
Oh God, Lebanese, that was chef's kiss, perfect. I love it, love it. Okay, well, so as you guys walk into this part of the town, you do notice very quickly that as you pass from the inner wall to the outer section of the town, you do start to see that the houses almost become more like Victorian era London. So the streets are very wide, they're clean, there are carriages going back and forth, covered carriages, with people starting to wear much nicer clothing. They definitely do not look like commoners. You definitely pass a couple of very like tidy and nice, like warded off like parks, and you can see people walking around in very like overcoats. It is still winter time, but there's definitely the influx of money. As you kind of make your way through, you stop and ask a couple people. And it's not too hard. A couple of them, they're kind of not quite noble level, but they're definitely upper merchants or related. They have money, at the very least, you can tell. And they kind of look down at you with down their nose at you. You guys thankfully aren't like travel stained a whole lot after resting for a day, but they do. Several people kind of just look at you and turn their nose at you of like, oh, why would someone like you be here? In fact, you do meet a couple of women who just kind of laugh at you and go, oh God, peasants, and they walk away. But you do find yourself after about an hour.
I wink at them.
And they do that turn of, oh God, and they just don't even want to acknowledge your presence anymore.
And then I laugh.
Frederick.
But you do find yourselves standing in front of a 4-story mansion, like white walled, made of stone, white stone for it, clean cut hedges and grass, and you're on the other side you're on the street looking up at this, and there is a gate in front, and there's a like half a stone wall and then a like not that like the metal bars around it, kind of so you can see in but you can't necessarily go.
Right. So how are we gonna ask about their car's extended warranty now? Oh wait, I'm not sure we were trying to rob them.
Of information.
Right. And how are we gonna rob said information?
With theft.
So you're gonna Oh my god. Alright,
So while you guys are standing outside, you do...
Yeah, we're just gonna keep standing
You're
outside.
standing outside talking, and you see this like carriage coming down the street towards you guys. You guys are not really standing in the middle of the street. So the street is wide enough for for 3 carriages next to each other to go by. But as you come closer, you can see that a man who's got not like a full God, it's like a cape almost, those old-fashioned capes that were like half capes. He's got one of those, and it's got some high collar to it, and he just got his hair pulled back. But he sees you, and you can see he cracks the whip and then pulls the horses kind of a little bit further away to go around you guys.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that Taco Bell. You can smell it from here.
All right. We're facing some kind of wait. What are we blocked by again? I already forgot.
Yes. So there's so around the building there's kind of those half walls, and like it's maybe 2 feet off the ground, and then the rest of it is just metal bars around, so you can see into the property. But in front of you guys is a set of double gates. They're just closed as far as you know, but it's wide enough for a carriage to go through, and there is kind of a path that goes in about 20 feet and then kind of does a roundabout in front for like somebody could pull in a carriage or their horses or whatever. You guys are just standing in front of the house at the moment in front of these gates.
I see.
Well,
Shall we open the door?
I'm gonna try and open the gate, see if it's locked.
You open the gate. It's not locked.
If it's. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
There we go. All right.
Dubs.
Okay, I was just dumb. All right. Perfect.
Let's go.
Let's knock at the door and.
Public access.
Okay. So you walk up to the door, and there's a small set of flight of stairs. It's like 3 steps up, but it's a wide mahogany door, and there's a knock, like one of those big knockers on the door. You can just knock if you want, or you can hit the knocker. It's up to you. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna hit the knocker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dung, dung.
Legally acceptable, man.
Yeah. And then after about a minute or two, you hear some shuffling the other side. The door creaks open a little bit, and you look down, and like as the door, like it doesn't actually like you hear it kind of creak, more like it's sliding for a moment, and then it seems to get past that point, and then it stops, and it opens up, and you see a gnomish man standing in front of you. He's about 2 foot nothing. He's really short for a gnome. But he's wearing this bright red livery of like a manservant, and he kind of just looks up at you and he goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
Well, greetings, fair, fair sir. We would like to meet with your lord, if that would be possible.
Do you have an appointment?
Do we have an appointment?
What is an
No, we
appointment,
don't have an
really?
Yes, we made
What?
one just now.
I see. And he kind of like he's so short that he kind of looks like under Frederick's knees to look towards
That
you,
makes sense.
Branch. And you're not really sure he can see more than maybe up to your waist through Frederick's knees, but he's just kind of like, well, I'm sorry. If you've made the appointment now, there's nothing I can do for you. Please make an appointment later. If you wish to make an appointment with my lord, we would ask that you do it at his place of business. Now, good day. And then he goes to close the door.
Where's his place of business?
He kind of goes, well, if you do not know, then that is on you. And then closes the door in your face. Not like he doesn't slam it.
Alright.
It's just a slow, gentle close. Like, I'm done with this conversation kind of thing.
It's time for infiltration.
I know.
Conversations have failed. Peace was never an option. Spanish associated with the genocide.
I would have hoped they would have been more courteous, but
I'm jangling my thieves' tools in front of Frederick.
Frederick looks
do what you will.
Frederick's like, I'm
This
done with
place-
this shit.
I'm assuming has more than one story.
There are 4 stories in total.
Holy. Okay, how hard would getting to the second story window, like any of them, be?
So from where
Okay,
you
so-
are right this moment, like there's nothing
Okay, so-
obvious to climb up on.
There wouldn't be a window lock on the exterior, that would be weird.
Yeah, so it's kind of like those old Victorian houses. So there are windows, but they're about maybe 2 or 3 feet off the ground, like higher than normal. So most windows are 2 or 3 feet, but these are probably about 4 or 5 feet off the ground. They are spaced out along the front of the building.
How about we case the joint, fellas? And come back at a more amenable time for skullduggery.
Sure.
It sounds illegal. I like it.
Sounds illegal. I don't like it.
Cover your ears, Frederick.
Yeah, you need anything, Frederick.
Okay, so can we get to finding that Genasi asshole?
Sure, yeah.
Let's kill him. All right. So we've heard you had some sort of. So what were the notes again? I have Alzheimer's.
It's okay.
Where is the warehouse district?
So the notes are in the Foo Fighters chat.
Oh, warehouse. Yes, I just remembered.
Yeah. So they're in some kind of warehouse. Which you kind of confirmed. Feo found out that one of the people in the inn was like, yeah, I think I saw somebody that matches that.
Right, in the warehouse district.
Yeah.
So, if we'd want to find said warehouse, we'd have to go to the place. So, how about we go to warehouse district?
Okay. That's easy enough. I will
That's
have
fair.
one of you, doesn't matter who, make just a. Why don't we make it another investigation check?
Oh, I can investigate.
Do it.
Wow, the high
Yeah,
rolls
23.
today.
Hell, I like
Jeez.
it.
All you had to beat
Hell
was
yeah.
like a 10.
Well, take that.
So not hard at all. As you head out of the Nobles Village, you head back into the Haunted Wharf district, and they pretty much tell you that, hey, in the middle between the Trident's Pier and the Haunted Wharf area is where the warehouse district starts. And then, because if you look at the map, you can see it kind of goes out to a point on both sides, and the little indents of there is where all of the ships come in and dock.
Gotcha.
So they're like, people are like, yeah, that's where the warehouses are. Feel free to go and whatever, take a look. Do you want to buy some fish? And people are
No.
hawking their wares.
Yeah.
Time to get skullduggerous.
Oh.
Fresh fish. How about some crabs? You look like you could use some oysters, young man. And kind of hawking wares to you as you walk by.
I absolutely do not want crabs.
Why
Different
not?
kind of crabs. All right, so
I thought you would want
Wow.
fish.
yeah, you guys make it there unless you guys want to buy something. There's all kinds of things to buy. Or, if you ever
I
been to a
don't wanna
fisherman's market or fisherman's wharf, either in San Francisco or any city near near the ocean, it's pretty much that.
I don't want to get crabs.
How about lobster? Some eel, oysters. They got all kinds of stuff.
I mean, I
What
could
about those
domesticate a
goods of the
crab.
sea?
It would be funny.
Your
my God.
domesticated crab and Branch's cat could, fight it out.
And my mouse.
And the mouse, that's right. You got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Everyone has a
Dude.
pet.
Screw it. We're gonna
That's
get
so
an army of domesticated crustaceans.
It's gonna be beautiful.
I can see it now. Okay, so it doesn't matter who, since you guys found the district without any problem. Just make one more investigation check. You have to beat a 5 at this point to find the
okay.
warehouse you're looking
Cool.
for.
You get a 1.
Oh.
Well, I can guarantee do that. So.
There you go.
19.
19. Damn,
Yeah.
high rolls. Yeah, you
Little
had
bit better
literally
than
had to
mine.
roll a 1 to fail. So a little bit of pointed questions. You ask around, kind of mention Lennix and describe him. Kind of mention you listen in. People are like, oh yeah, there's things moving about. The normal business. You do end up hearing pretty easily that there is a man that matches that description in a warehouse at the in the Trident district, right at the edge of it. It's surrounded by a bunch of other buildings, but what's interesting about this warehouse is that most people mention oh, you shouldn't go near there. Oh, that guy's in a bad part of town. Oh, don't go over there.
He is the bad part.
But you walk to that area anyways. It doesn't look any different from the rest of town, but you do find a warehouse.
Heck yeah.
And I will send.
I don't see what's so bad about this part of town.
I'm going to send you guys a
Probably
picture
because
of
of this
the
douchebag.
warehouse from the outside.
Oh.
And it'll show the inside, because the inside will be important for battle map stuff later if you wish. But I will include that for you guys. Because you rolled so freaking high.
Heck yes. Let's go.
What if we manage to make the warehouse crumble on the Genasi?
Yeah, let's go plant some runes around the outside and then cast Hold Person on him and see how he feels about
That would be impressive. I will say that much.
it. It would.
All right,
I
so
want to
we're-
drop a building on him.
I mean, you might be able to. I'm not going to tell you you can't.
With explosives and collateral damage. Let's go.
You can certainly try.
Oh god, there's a basement.
Ooh.
Well, so from the outside, you don't know anything on the inside.
Right.
I will say this much. So there was like two barn-sized doors that are large enough at the front. It's at the bottom of the map that look wide enough to allow like 2 wagons to go through at a time. Along the outside of the building, though, if you're looking at the map, it'd be the left and the right side, the east and west sides of the picture. There are large windows. They're about 15 feet up in the air, large, like rectangular windows that just let light in. You can see up above one of the windows is kind of cracked outward, like it's letting some air ventilation in. But I will say, as you guys kind of get there and kind of spend a few minutes, you do see people coming and going. It just
There's a
looks
place
like
made of
common
wood.
workers just coming and going and about their business.
There's a warehouse made of wood.
It is made of wood, yes.
Okay. I have a fantastic plan. How about we just burn it down?
Oh my god. Yeah,
like
it was
it.
illegal
Like,
now.
screw them. Yeah, you're the one
okay.
saying that illegal is cool.
Okay, but that wasn't murder is cool. It's only cool if it's this dickhead.
I mean, if it's lots of murders, it's only a statistic.
Wow.
Good God, Bahamut
genocide
would
right
be
there.
upset. Bahamut is angry.
That Bahamut's blessing is not really what you're looking for in the morning now.
No, alright. Who wants to help us get some people in that cracked window for our sneaking purposes?
Right.
These ordinary workers coming and going could be unordinary workers.
So you guys gonna try and sneak around? If you're gonna sneak around, I want you guys to roll a stealth check for me here.
All of us?
I think it's time to
Whoever's
get.
trying to
Anybody
sneak
else
around,
wants
if you want to try and sneak up to the window, yes, roll a stealth check.
Okay, I'm gonna do it too.
I'm not going to.
Ooh, I got a 15.
Dang.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Ooh. Okay, so the people that are being stealthy, what are you guys trying to do?
I'm trying to get in
Be-
that window. I don't know how though.
I'm getting up there to help him get through the window.
Okay. Branch, are you gonna try and get in the window or help him too? Like, what's your plan?
I'm gonna get in the window after he gets into the window.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, I'm just holding the window open, basically.
And Frederick, what are you doing since you're not being stealthy? You're trying to be stealthy.
He can be the
I'm
lookout.
just gonna, like, cheer at them silently so they don't, like, get spotted.
Okay.
Okay, so you're our watchman. That's fair.
Yeah,
So-
I'm your watchman.
So which side of the building are you trying to climb up? On the left or the right?
Is the window adjacent on both sides? They've got.
Yeah, so it's on both sides.
Okay. Huh. I guess left.
Okay. So on both sides for it, just so perspective. So if you're looking at the map, you have the top north part, where that storage room, and then the stairs down.
Right.
That's just an offshoot of the building. So there's a small roof there you can get onto, and then above the roof, about 6 feet, is one of the windows. So if you're going to try and climb onto that roof, you can climb on some of the boxes there.
Gotcha.
I would say, since you're doing just a basic climb check, make an acrobat or an athletics check. So you just got to beat a 5 because there's enough stuff to climb on.
Please. Yes, I beat a 5.
Okay. So you climb onto the boxes. You almost start to fall, and then they, fail and branch push you up, and you climb onto the roof for it. And as so again, the window is about 6 feet up from where you are. You kind of try to jump up and grab it, and you pull yourself up and look in, and you can see everything that's on the map essentially in the main room. From where you are, I'll say in the top left corner, you can see that across the warehouse there is like an elevated section, and there is a pulley system that's there, with crane that would be helping to move things around. Let me read the little space in general for you. I'll read the main storage. So as you kind of see, there's a labyrinth of boxes and crates that are seemingly arranged haphazardly, creating an almost maze-like environment. You can smell the scent of aged wood and the faint mustiness of old dried goods that fill the air. You notice the presence of the wooden and rope cranes positioned on the balconies across from you. You do kind of look to your right a little bit, and you can see one that's off to the side too. And actually, you see the one that's kind of to the south of you. There are two people there. One's kind of controlling the crane, and another one's down below, kind of hoisting up and tying things onto a box. Looks like they're trying to move it for the moment. They don't seem to notice you, but you can see that with the windows, it gives enough natural light to illuminate the space. There is, you can see on the walls and scattered locations, seems to be some hooded lanterns that just kind of cast dark shadows across the room. You're pretty sure that if you got in there, if you could probably move around and avoid people. It's almost like a maze, and there's just enough stuff to hide behind. Make a perception check for me.
Okie dokie. Okay.
Not bad. Okay, so you notice just kind of a quick count. You think there's probably about maybe 8 to 10 people that you see moving around kind of all over the building. They don't seem to notice you. Nobody has been like, oh my god, who's that? And pointed up at you or anything like that.
Okay.
So while you're deciding real quick,
Yeah.
Branch and Feo, are you going up to where Calamities is?
I will, yeah.
Okay, make a athletics check. You just to climb up. Again, you have to beat a 5. It's pretty easy.
I got scared. It was about to stop on a 1.
Okay, yeah, you climb up, no problem. You're kind of standing behind Calamities at the moment. Branch, what about you? Silence. I'm going to assume, Branch, that you're just kind of hanging out, looking out like Frederick at the moment.
Seems fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Calamities, what do you want to do then?
I want to get in there, and then I want to try to immediately skulk over to an elevated section.
Okay. So where you are currently, hopping through the window, you can certainly try. You have to lift yourself up. However, from the window, it's just a straight drop down. It's about 12 feet down to the closest crate.
Okay. Dad, I want to spend a bunch of time in the window. I just don't want to drop 12 feet. Heck. Well.
Okay, so Branch, if you wanted to follow, just go ahead and roll. It'd be a athletics check.
Oh,
You got the one. Oh,
it had to happen to somebody.
somebody. Okay,
That's so sad.
you start to get up. You get onto the roof, and you're kind of talking to you see Feo and Calamities kind of pulling themselves up, and you get to the top of the roof part, and your foot slips on one of the shingles, and you just fall backwards and hit your head. You're going to take, I will say, 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you fall onto the floor or onto the ground next to Frederick. Frederick, you just kind of look at him for a moment and then kind of go back to looking and keeping watch. then Calamities, you said you were going to climb through. Did you decide if you're going to jump down or what you going to do?
Crashing 12 feet down also wouldn't be the most stealthy.
You are really quiet again.
Yeah, it was mostly just, I guess, thinking out loud there.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. I guess I could try to. I just don't really know what my options are outside of, like, I don't know, scrambling slightly on the wall. While falling to maybe slow my descent a little bit. But that's not terribly stealthy. Then again, neither is dropping 12 feet. So.
Well, I'll say if you want, I'll give this an option to you. So there's the crates to the right and to the left, and there's a doorway below you. You can see that. If you want to try to drop down on one of the crates, I'll let you do it. You just kind of roll yourself through the window, because it's a long rectangular window. It's about 5 feet wide, and it's all just kind of one big piece of glass, and it's just propped open slightly.
Yeah, you're back.
Hello, we can hear you again.
Oh, okay. Sick.
So I mean, if you want to kind of lift yourself up so you're on the edge, and then just roll in and try and land on one of the boxes, I'll let you do that. It's fine.
Well, then I will do my damnedest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
Please, modifier, carry me. Let's go.
Must be nice.
Holy shit.
Wow.
The
Branch, you
power
need to steal
of
his dice right now.
vengeance.
Just
Power
saying.
of vengeance.
Okay. You land on whatever set of boxes you want. You can do the north one or the south one, doesn't matter. But you land without making a noise.
Beautiful. I will go for the south one.
Okay. So you land on the very south box, and the box, like you land on it, kind of shifts a little bit, but there's no noise, no creaking or anything. But you can jump down off of it onto the ground. There's a door to your left that's closed at the moment. Make a perception check for me here.
Ba-ba. My weakness. Could have been worse.
So you do hear, sounds like a little bit of commotion on the other side. Sounds like somebody, maybe two people talking.
Haha, to heck with that. I'm a sneaky boy. I don't need that attention.
Alright, well, so while you're a sneaky boy deciding where to go, Feo, what are you doing? Are you following suit?
I am going to follow.
Okay. So go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me here.
Godspeed.
Uh, 15.
Ooh,
Oh
even
my
with
God.
a -2.
Dog, that's the second
Damn.
minus 215.
Wow. Alright, very nice.
I'm deceptively acrobatic.
Okay. So you land right behind, like, Calamities jumps down into the main, like, the walkway that's there next to the door, and you land right behind him on the boxes.
Let's go.
Both of you look around. Again, no one seems to hear you while you're there. Going to Branch and Frederick real quick. Branch, what do you want to try and do? And Frederick, are you just going to keep watch? I'll say, Frederick, you look up and you just watch the two of them just roll through the window and into the
All right.
house.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and stealth when I have like disadvantage on stealth for
That's fair.
being in heavy armor.
I'm gonna try and go back in
Understandable.
one more time.
Okay. So make an athletics check just to do the climb check.
I believe. You can roll
Okay,
two.
16 this
Yeah.
time.
Okay. You make it up to the window, no problem. So you look kind of up the window and then grab onto the ledge and pull yourself up. And you're looking down. You can see the two of your friends. You can see Feo and Calamities down below you. If you want to try and follow after them, it's just an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll follow after them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
I believe that we can roll. I believe that we can roll.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Uh,
So roll that. You hit the box, and
should've tried to.
the box you go to hit the box that they landed on, but you actually end up landing on the barrel and the barrel kind of, and your elbow hits the door, like the door frame of the door, for the moment, and then you slide down to where the two of them are, and you hear a voice on the other side of the door go, "Did you hear that? What was that?" You hear some shuffling. Sounds
I'm
like
gonna
somebody's
motion to
coming.
the other two and just be like, down.
Oh, crap.
Hide.
I crouch down with my stealth 100.
So you guys are in that like L-shaped walkway right there, in the north part of the warehouse, and there the sound is coming from the door next to you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we just go.
Can I put my
Somewhere else.
ear up against the wall?
Sorry, what was that, fam?
Can I put my ear up against the wall, try to hear what they're saying?
It sounds like they are coming to you. They're gonna open the door in any second now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna proceed up and around the elbow and whatnot. I'm just gonna motion to the other two and be like, come on.
Okay, so all of you make stealth checks for me here.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, I got a negative. Well, I got a 2 in the minus
Rolled
2, I got a
one
0.
higher than me and got a 9 lower result.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
wow, Calamity's rolled a 1. All right, and Fail got a 0
Modifier
technically.
can't save me here.
Okay, so
Somehow.
so Branch, you're like sliding down the door as you make it down to them, and they're like, "Shit, let's go," and you're like, "Yeah," and as you go to join them, you kind of hit the barrel or another barrel next to you, and it falls under their feet, and they both just kind of tumble together in a pile, the two of them, and you're like, "Shit!" Jump over them. You make it around the corner of the bend, and the door opens. And Calamities and Feo, you just are tangled in each other. You guys kind of look up prone and like, huh? And these two, like they're dressed in just work clothes. One of them's got like one of those waist belts for his back. Another one's got wearing gloves, and they both kind of open the door and they go, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing here?"
Just gonna look him dead in the eye. Just be like, having a look around.
No, you're not supposed to be here. And they kind of step forward and they kind of pick you up and they go,
We had an
what
appointment.
are you doing here? Like, come on. And they kind of they start dragging you or kind of pushing you. Like, they're not being rude about it. They're just like, you're not supposed to be here kind of thing. And they just start pushing you. They push you around the bend and start pushing you towards the front of the building.
Alright, I'm gonna abandon Feo here. When we start rounding another corner, I'm just gonna make a break for it.
Okay.
Like,
So
dash for a darker corner of the room or something to hide in.
Sure. So Branch, if you're looking at the map, so you have the top left section, I will say you made around the L shape and then kind of made it to almost the middle of the map. The middle north, there's like what looks to be some like boxes, and actually I'll do one better. I'm doing this the hard way. Hold on. I actually have the map.
battle map.
The
Let's
battle
go.
map.
What?
I'm trying to describe it, and I'm like, wait, I have the battle map for you guys.
I'm sitting here like, if only. If
Yeah.
only we had like
No.
tokens and stuff.
So, hold on, let me turn on one of the lights. This will help a little bit. There we go.
Yo. Go.
Alright. This will be easier. I don't have to describe things as much.
Very true.
So there is the overhand section right here and right here. I just don't have anything for it. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
Feo.
I see the staircases.
Alright, so Feo, you are like right here. Branch, I'm gonna say you made it like around the corner. You're kind of hiding, like I would say over here. There is more boxes. I just don't have enough pieces. And then Calamities, you're here. They are behind you, kind of pushing you. Where you said you just want to book it, find a spot to hide.
So where are they trying to push me towards?
So they're pushing you towards this section right here. 'Cause this is the front of the front of the building.
So as we're going towards the front of the building, you know how we'd like walk past that, I guess that row made by the boxes on either side of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much right when we get to the point where like I would be on that corner, but they'd still be behind us. I just want to book it around that corner and
Okay.
Search for
So
somewhere to
kind
hide.
of like here.
Yeah.
Okay. So they get to about here, and you just book it around the corner. Feo, you hear them go, "Hey, stop! Where are you going?" As you run, Calamities, you run, kind of keep going, and you actually see that there are two other people that are standing right over here. Actually, I should get some more minis. Let me grab them real quick.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
As I make a mess. So yes, there are two other workers. They just kind of look at you and they're like, "Hey, where are you going? What are you doing?"
Okay. At which point I'm going to change course. While they're looking at me, run around that corner and go for that staircase on the, I guess, bottom from my perspective. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Try to get to that elevated section, see what's going on there.
Okay. Branch, what are you gonna do, by the way?
I'm gonna see if I can sneak behind them into the room that they were just in.
Okay.
Yo.
Make a stealth check for me here.
Oh shit.
I believe.
That is a 16.
Okay.
Yes.
They do not seem to pay attention. They kind of push past Feo, so they're just kind of like here,
Just
like
kinda
pushing you
left
forward, but
behind
they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" So they're watching Calamities, and they just kind of start moving toward you, Calamities. So just so you know, so this part here where my hand is, there is like, it's just like an elevated spot, so there are boxes
Right.
and everything underneath it. So this is where one of the cranes is. It's right here, but you get up there, and there's just a small balcony, and then there's nothing else really up here.
That's okay. All part of the plan.
I don't even know what to do. I'm just trying to think of what I can do.
That's understandable.
What plan?
Okay, okay.
The plan was going so well.
Where's
Otherwise-
Frederick and all this? Like, what part of what side of the building
Frederick
is?
is technically outside the building. He's kind of chilling right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just chilling out.
That's fair.
Am I
can't
hearing
blame you.
anything? Any of the, hey, what's going on? Or
Go ahead.
am I?
Make a perception check. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Attempt to
Let's
perceive
see.
the, hey,
Tend to
stop
say-
in the name of the law.
So that's
Ooh.
22.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hear some people like shouting inside. You can't tell exactly what they're saying, but you can absolutely hear them.
Ah, of course they got themselves into shit. Well, I'm gonna start walking towards the front door to see what's going on.
Okay, so let's move you over to the front. Front door. So you're right here. Edge of the map, which I don't think you can see. So you are technically right here, kind of in, like.
All right.
So the cart here, there's a door right here, right in front of my finger.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you can't see.
All right. And I'm just gonna stay here for now.
Okay.
Yeah, understandable.
What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna wait for them to try to pursue me up the stairs, I guess.
Okay. I will say they pursue you up the stairs because they're definitely going to. So they kind of
Okay.
run after you. What are you doing? Come back here! So I'm just going to leave you up there, but they run to you.
Right, okay. As they start coming up, I'm gonna hop down the far edge of the balcony.
Okay.
Whatever distance that entails.
So that puts you like right here. You just ran a big circle.
Exactly, but I moved them. That's what counts.
All right. So
I'm
Branch,
gonna
you
go
said-
for that door that's right there too.
the door right here. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Branch, you said you were going to go back the way you guys came, so you're coming over here.
Yeah, and into the room they came out of.
Okay. So I'll put you there. So I will say it's easy enough. You round the corner and get to the door here, Calamities. But I will come back to you in a second.
Gotcha.
Feo, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna run towards the room that they came from.
So the one like this room or that room?
The first one, that one.
The second one or the first one? Be easier.
First one.
First one. Okay, so you're going to this one. where
Yep.
Calamities is going. Okay. So they start kind of like these two guys are running towards Calamities. So are you just kind of following them at this point?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant the one that they came out of.
Oh, so you're going to where Branch is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to where Branch is. You kind of follow behind. Let me see if anybody pays attention to you. No, they pay absolutely no attention.
Nice.
Seem to have just been completely like obnoxious and ignored you because they're following Calamities, who's just kind of running around. I'm assuming you're laughing like a crazy man, Calamities, at this point, going something like that.
Of course. Keep that aggro.
Keep
Perfect.
that aggro. So I will say this much: as you're running around and you kind of jump down, you do see, more people kind of come out of the main room. It seems like they came out of a different part, and other people start appearing. Like not really appearing, but they were working and doing other things that you had seen them, like observed them in the room or in that warehouse, and they're all starting to be like, "What's the commotion?" Most of them are just kind of looking at you, confused, like who is this guy running around? And there's 4 of them trying to chase after you at the moment.
That's understandable. All right.
Okay.
That doesn't
So
go anywhere, does it? That's
Branch and Feo. So Branch, you get to the door and it's propped open, but you look inside. It looks to be some kind of break room storage.
Oh, rats. Can I look around and see any clues as to what the Genasi is?
Yes, let me hold up. So, you see on one side of this room to your right, this would be this part right up here, there is what looks to be a room of shelves with 6 footlockers. Each of them has their own simple lock in various conditions. To the bottom here, there's a table, like a small little table pushed into the corner, and there's a single stool for a chair. Go ahead and make an investigation check if you want to take a look around the room.
Okay. A 10.
Okay. You don't see anything obvious.
Mm.
By the way,
Rats.
that door that's there, you don't see the door. It's not really there. It's there, but it's not. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I catch your drift.
curses.
So as you're looking around, you kind of don't see anything, and then Feo, you walk in right behind him, kind of, okay, they're following Calamities.
Should we help Calamities? Or do you want to look in this room?
I already tried looking in this room and I couldn't find anything. Maybe you'll have more luck than I will.
Sure. Yeah, I'll check it around.
Okay, make an investigation. While you're looking through the room, Frederick, you get to the front of the building, and the double doors at the front of the building are open, and you can see that there is, I'll put you here on the map, so you can see there's a cart right here. There's a wagon being loaded, or was being loaded. You see a couple of the men kind of walk into the rest of the warehouse, and they're just kind of like, what's the commotion? They don't seem to be paying you any mind. There is a door and a set of steps that leads up to a door, and on the door it says office.
Okay, so do I need to do the investigation check?
Yes, you can roll.
A 9.
You look around as well quickly. You don't. Nothing stands out. You don't see anything. It's just looks like a break room. There's a half-eaten, like, not even, there's not be like bread and cheese on the table.
I eat it.
You ate somebody's lunch?
Yes.
So rude. Okay, you eat it. It's a little stale. The cheese is a little dry, but not bad.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if if there's anything I can do to help Calamities out of the situation. It sounds like he's about to get into some trouble.
Well, okay. So as you two are about to walk out, Frederick, are you going to do anything?
Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna head in. I'm just gonna yell. Are you aware that you're making quite the racket? Everybody in town is being disturbed.
So these two workers, they kind of turn around, kind of jump, and they look at you, and they're like, "What? Who are you?"
Not the camera.
I want to speak to your manager.
What? And they just kind of look at each other for a moment of like, what the fuck is going on? They seem very confused by whatever is happening. Calamities, you open the door to this room. Let me read the description for you. So it's actually a sliding door. It slides to the north, like kind of the sideways. But as you slide it open, there's this blast of frigid air, longs of wisps of mist that rush over you, and you feel the temperature in the room that it is close to freezing. You're pretty sure this is some kind of long-term storage for perishable goods. You can see there are crates and boxes covered in frost all along the walls.
How big are these crates and boxes, and how sealed are they?
They range in size, anything from maybe tote size, so like 2 feet by 3 feet kind of thing, all the way up to, I would say, almost like a mini fridge size. Or sorry, like outdoor freezer sized. So like if you really wanted to, you could probably lift, like they're all nailed shut, but you're pretty sure if you had some time, you could probably pry up the nails and get in if you really wanted.
If I had some time.
Yeah.
Alas.
You do hear people coming up behind you going, "Ah, what are you doing?
Time
Come back
is
here."
of the essence. Okay. Well, this room is just a freezer room, and it doesn't really go anywhere.
Sounds like a good hiding room.
I don't know what I would hide. Behind or in? I was gonna hide in, but if it's all nailed shut, I can't hide in. And behind, they'll probably check, considering this is the only place I could have gone.
Yeah, they definitely saw you run to this. Like, there's a pathway that leads to it, and they saw you go down that way.
Okay, if I exit the sliding door on my right, is that like a... What is that?
This right here?
Yeah.
So it's just more boxes and crates. So I mean, you could technically try and climb over them if you want.
Yeah, how tall are they?
So they're a couple of stacks. So I mean, the smallest box that you like, or I'd say the largest box is probably about 3 feet off the ground, and then there's just another box stacked on top of it. So if you really wanted, you could probably like shove part of the box, the topper boxes, and make some crude stairs to climb up if you want.
Would it get me high enough to not be in like immediate eyesight line?
Like the balcony or the section that's above is technically right above this too. So if you were trying to get up to the next part, where like the crane is,
Okay.
and I'll say there's rope hanging down from the crane. So if you wanted to try and be stealthy and climb up that way to get away from them, I'll let you try it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check first. I'll give you advantage because they know you're behind the boxes.
Well, we'll see if I can get a... Okay, well, the advantage was very unnecessary.
Definitely unnecessary. Okay. So go ahead and just make an athletics check.
Okay. Please. Yes!
Wow. Okay. So you kind of close the door a little bit and then hit the boxes and shift them a little bit and then just climb up. Grab the rope and lift yourself up as everyone's kind of like, what is it? Where is it going? What's happening? So they're all kind of just rushing after you. These people are like kind of like starting to shift around and look at Frederick, who's yelling, "I want to talk to your manager!"
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
But you climb up on top where the crane is. Feo and Branch, you kind of walk back out and look around the corner, and you can see... Actually, go ahead and both of you make a perception check. Let's see if you spot calamities. I'll give you both advantage on it, too, since you're kind of just looking at the entire situation unfold.
I got it. 22.
Got 12.
Okay. So, Feo, you're just kind of like... You looking over the crates, and you see... You hear Frederick more than you see him, demanding to speak to everyone's manager. Branch, you see the rope from the crane kind of shift and move, and for a brief moment, you think you spot something that might have been Calamity's stealthing around up there, but you're not sure. Let me. Yeah, none of them know any idea where you are, Calamities. They kind of round the corner, and you kind of look over the crane and this short little banister, and they kind of go, "What? Where the fuck? Where'd he go? He came down here, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, I saw him." They're like, "Is he in the freezer?" And they kind of pry it open, and they're like, "No, he's not in there. Where the fuck did he go?" And they kind of just look around.
Amongst the confusion, I would like to make a break for that first room we were by.
Okay. So I will say you can do that. You make a mad dash for it. Frederick, at this point, are you still screaming to speak to somebody's manager about this?
Now I'm like, are you aware that there's a family 3 houses over that has a young child? He might be sleeping and y'all might be waking him up.
They kind of look at you. One of them looks at you and goes, "What the fuck? It's like 3 in the afternoon."
You don't talk back to me. I talk to you.
You see his face just go slack with like, "Huh?" Like so confused. And after a moment, you hear the door of the office open up, and you see what looks to be a man in his. He's half elven. Seems to be in his middle years. He's probably maybe 200 years old or so. He's got a little gray in his hair, but he's got these nasty sneer, like a scar on his face that makes his face look like a sneer. And he goes, "Sir, what is the commotion?"
I don't know. What is a commotion? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sir, no one is making any commotion but you. Do you have business here?
Yes, about the commotion happening here.
All right, sir. Time for you to leave. And he kind of walks up and just grabs you and just pushes you towards the outside. Like,
assault!
So he definitely looks at you for a moment, and you feel for a brief second, because as he kind of puts one of his hands on you and pushes you, you go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw for me here.
This motherfucker.
Intelligence.
No, Frederick's not really good at that.
Oof.
It's intelligence. Yeah.
So as he pushes you out the door, like his hands touch you, you are going to take 4 psychic damage. You feel like he pushes you, and there's this magic energy, like you can feel it pulse through his hand onto your shoulder. And you definitely know he cast a spell of some kind, but you're like, "Ow, fuck," and it feels like you just have this throbbing headache that comes. And he goes, "Sir, don't come back. We don't need any of your business here." And then he turns around after that, and he's like, "All right," claps his hand, "back to work. What's the commotion? What's going on?"
Hey.
This
is unjust, Frederick. Can't believe he immediately asked what the commotion was after saying there was none and it was only you. You should go to the guards with this scoop.
Yeah, I'm going to guards.
Oh, the guards. This man,
God.
He insulted me.
And he dealt 4 points of psychic damage to him.
Alright, so the rest of you, as, like, I would say, Calamities, you kind of look over your shoulder as you're kind of getting down the stairs, and you can see the man that pushed Frederick. He's kind of coming in, and he's kind of like clapping his hands like, "Get back to work, what's going on?" And you can't hear what the other people say, but you can see them kind of stepping forward and talking to him. But that's it at the moment. They don't seem to, like, they seem to be explaining what's going on.
Oh, heck yeah. Alright, this gives me time.
Yeah, so I'll say you make it to Branch and Feo at the moment. No problems.
Okay, sweet. So are we going back into the room then?
Just gonna look at the two of them. Be like, "Did you guys find anything?"
We found some bread and cheese.
There has to be more here, and I didn't see any other doors.
I ate it all, if that's what you were wondering. There's none left for you.
I'm just gonna make my way into the break room.
Okay. So you guys make your way back to the break room. Okay. So it's very crowded with the three of you in there.
Makes sense.
But you're like, okay, we're the only three in here. What are we looking for? Same thing. You see the table, the foot lockers. There's 6 of them. There's it's kind of like those crude, cheap locks when you have a job and
Right.
you just got like it's just my stuff for while I'm at work.
I'm just rummaging thoroughly
I
around like
try
every
and,
corner of this room.
Can I try and barricade the door really fast?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you want to barricade the door, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a. I'll let you make a strength check.
15.
Okay. So that is the DC
Oh.
to beat the barricade, whatever you put up. So.
Heck yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Branch doing that and just be like, alright, if they start trying to get in here, just hold that as best you can.
Okay. And then, yes, like Fail's in there with you. Like, okay, guys, what are we doing? Where are we going?
Rummage with me, Fail. There has to be something here.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Okay. So go ahead and make an intelligence check for both of you.
Ba-ba. Never said it was smart.
Got 20.
Ooh. All right, Fail. So you kind of like he's like, help me look. And you kind of take a moment to look around the room, and it dawns on you that you guys were standing on the roof, and the roof definitely covered more space than this room seems to cover. So you kind of like look at where the chair or the table and chair were. I'm assuming Branch put them against the door to barricade it.
You do? As you do.
So Feo, I will give you advantage on doing another investigation check here.
Yo.
Ooh, let's go.
Woo.
18.
Yes.
Ooh, not bad. Okay.
Not too
So
shabby.
you kind of look around, and where the table, not where the table was, but next to the table, and you see that the wall doesn't seem to, like, something with the bricks don't quite match up. It looks a slightly different color. And as you kind of lean against it, you push really hard, and it like pops inward and then slides to the left. And there's a small opening in the next room with a hooded lantern hanging right by the door.
Ooh, like it.
Okay. I guess seeing this happen, I'm gonna turn back to Branch and be like, alright, scratch that. We gotta put this stuff back. We're gonna
Yeah,
go
let's
through,
go through that
shut the
door.
door behind us.
Yep. Yeah, I want to go through that door now.
Maximum sneak mode.
Okay. All right. Well, so if you guys are going to try and go through the door, Branch, I will say it's not too hard. You kind of pull everything back down and try to set it up as it was before.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. Hold on. One other map I want to give you guys real quick. So
Gotcha.
this is the warehouse map, but as like squares and everything for it.
Gotcha.
So the top portion of it, there is a storage. Like you would have walked right past it, like you both would have. So as you walked, there's like a step down, and it goes into another room. But you can see inside there that's an open doorway, and all it looked like was storage stuff. There was like empty boxes and crates, nails, packaging,
Gotcha.
supplies. It was just a storage area that you walked past. But otherwise, that is what the building looks like.
Understood.
Okay, so you guys are going to try and squeeze into this small space here?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very tiny. It's wide enough for one of you guys to be in the room, and then you have to go down the stairs. So one by one, you guys kind of walk down the stairs, and it's narrow to get you down there.
I'm absolutely
but-
game.
So who's going first? Just so I know.
Branch will go first.
Branch?
Sure. Go for it.
I'm hungry for vengeance. I'll take second.
And then Feo, you are last. Marching order.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys turn and close the door behind you. You kind of pull on it and it shifts, and then you push it forward and it clicks into place. So Feo, go ahead and make a perception check.
A 9.
9. Okay. You don't hear anything. You hear it click, and you're like, "Great, we're trapped here." Kind of thing. Okay. So at the same time, Frederick, as you're kind of looking through this, and you can see the commotion, but the people, like the guy the manager, whoever it was that yelled at you, he's kind of like shaking his hands and telling like everyone to go and search, and he seems to be storms off into the warehouse. But the two of the men, they come to the front and they close the doors in front of you. But you can see everyone else is kind of spreading out, trying to look for the rest of your friends.
Scrubs. They'll never spot us. They might not even know that this is here.
Well, I'd better come back for the guard. That was assault.
Beautiful.
You gonna go find one of the civil guard?
Definitely.
HP total.
Okay. So go ahead and just make, I would say so roll a d10 for me here.
All right, D10.
Lower is better.
That is 8.
Okay. So it'll take you about 8 minutes to go and find a guard and come back.
Oh shit.
Ah, well.
Okay.
Sometimes
All
it's
right.
OP.
All right. Well, so Calamities, or Branch, you're first. So I'm going to, give me a second, I'm going to change the maps here. We have a different map for you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Need to move some of these things around, because I only have so many pieces, unfortunately. And it's important to have the pieces here. Ah. Not that one. Take some of these barrels. All right, so shift some maps. Moved into this new place, and I realized after I built these maps, I don't have any place to put them after I build them. Unlike my old place. It's like, oops.
No. Not the lack of designated spaces.
You guys see that okay?
Indeed. Ooh, I don't like that middle of the room.
Okay. So I'm going to leave you guys on the outside of the map, but you guys are technically in this hallway right here.
Right.
Let me use my hammer. So this hallway is where you guys technically are. But you guys walk down the hallway, and you can see it just opens. Opens off into the side. It is pitch black down here at the moment, except for one thing. So do you guys all have dark vision? I think you all do, except for Faye.
Except for Frederick.
Frederick, yeah. So he's not here.
Yeah.
He's not here.
But I'm not here,
I think
so it's
everyone
fine.
present does, yeah.
Okay. So the room is definitely packed with objects, crates. You can see that some of them have been like pried open, or they were left partially open. You can see what look to be objects of art, jewelry. It looks like crystals or parts of chandeliers. Anything of value that you can think of just kind of litters across. But at the center, where this is, sitting on a pedestal, there is a faintly glowing red orange crystal, and it's just slowly pulsing. But that's immediately what you see when you guys get kind of to that corner.
I really want to grab it.
Okay, I had the opposite. I wanted to smash it, so we're heading in. just gonna turn to each other.
Wolf.
It's gonna be like break and be like grab. Or no, we can.
Yeah.
I can say smash, smash and grab.
Smash and grab. I like it.
Well, if we smash it, then we can all have it.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
Multiple
We can split
pieces
it
of
up.
So, are you guys being stealthy, by the way, or are you guys just kind of standing here looking at stuff? Just making sure on my side.
I mean, I'd probably still.
I feel like we're
Fairly
still being stealthy, but I think
Yeah.
our guard has gone down a bit.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not like being actively pursued, but it is a dark basement, so you know.
Okay.
Baseline levels
Yeah, I'm just
are
making sure so I plan things accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that crystal. I don't like it one bit. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Branch, since you're in front, I'm assuming Feo or Calamities is kind of like you two of you are kind of looking around the corner, kind of trying to just look into the room. Branch, go ahead and make a perception check for me here.
No, not a persuasion. Oh, beautiful.
No.
That is that
I'm
one.
gonna cry.
Okay.
Alright.
So you kind of look around the corner and
I nat
Calamities is
one
breathing
perception.
down your neck. Like, we should snatch that. You're like, shut up.
Are we taking or destroying that crystal? Or that? Yeah, it's a red crystal,
We
right?
did never settle on that, but yeah, we're just kind of looking around right now from the hallway.
So what do you guys want to do?
Let's see.
We should do rock, paper, scissors.
I guess
On what they
first
read.
off, we should probably file out of this hallway. So we
Yeah,
got
that's
some more
probably a good
supplies.
idea.
Okay. So Branch kind of file out. Calamities, make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
I knocked the wall over. No.
No, the
Not
walls
this
are coming
seven.
down.
No.
We need to escape.
Not the
Again, all
seven.
of
Oh, hey, I can enter by this one.
the underground walls, the floor starts to cave in. Okay. So I'll say this: Branch and Calamities, you kind of bickering amongst each other like what to do. Feo, you go to make a perception check as well.
Nat 20.
Ooh. So you hear them kind of bickering, like muttering to each other, like, "Oh, we should take it. No, we should break it. We should take it. Let's break it." Your eyes kind of like glow a little, like perk up and glow. You're like, "Oh, look at all the treasure and all the gold," and then you're like, your face just kind of goes slack, and you see 4 people, 2 on over here on the other side of the crystal. They seem to be rummaging through the crates, like they're trying to organize them. Another 2 over here. They are dressed similar to the workers, but slightly different. They have these leather kind of like jerkins on, some kind of armor. But you do notice that all 4 of them have swords at their hip. But what catches you the most off guard is you see a very familiar Genasi turn and look at you. And he just, like, his face contorts. And I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, snap.
No.
Yeah, 14 or 12?
Branch
24.
with 24.
Holy shit. They done got a 24.
Right. Well, Branch, you are first. However, I will say you need to roll a perception check because Feo hasn't been able to be like, "Holy shit, they're here," or point to them. You are arguing
Gotcha.
with Calamities at the moment.
Gotcha. That is another nat 1.
Oh,
my
shit!
god. Not,
Totally
not
oblivious.
Nat ones on perception.
Totally oblivious. Okay. Well, that brings it to. Frederick. It's technically your turn. Are you still going to find a guard?
I guess Frederick would indeed still be trying to find a guard.
Okay. So at this point, I will say 2 minutes of your 8 have gone by. Actually, I'll give it 3, so you got
Yeah,
like
maybe.
5 minutes. So that's
All right,
like-
maybe after those minutes, Frederick would go like, Ah, fuck, this is taking too long.
Okay. Because it's going to be like 50 rounds until you can get back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you're starting to head back to the warehouse?
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading back.
Okay. So I'll say that you are standing outside the warehouse doors at this point. Like you kind of
All right.
walked around and then was like, I didn't find a guard, fuck this, and came back. So you're technically right outside the double door.
Okay.
Or just kind of be like, hey, I'm just here.
I guess it's gonna be like, hey, I'm just here.
Okay.
Like, I'm just waiting for them to get kicked out, you know?
Okay, got it. So we'll say you're kind of off to the side, maybe leaning across
Understandable, honestly.
the street, kind of waiting for these people to like them to kick the rest of your friends out. Okay, that brings it to the 4 cultists, or the 4 leatherworker guys. They turn, draw their weapons, and they charge at you.
Oh man.
And they kind of yell. Like, they start cursing in a language that you guys don't recognize, unless any of you speak Abyssal, or would it be Abyssal? Whatever the devil language is. I don't remember if it's Abyssal.
I got deep speech.
Nope, that wouldn't be it.
Yeah, do not.
I think it's Infernal is what it is.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds right.
But they run towards you, but they can't get any closer. Feo, it is your turn now. You see these 4 men in leather jerkins with scimitars pulled out. They're running towards you, cursing in some weird-ass language, and they're charging you. The big Genasi guy hasn't been his turn yet, but he's kind of just got this sneer, and he recognizes you guys, obviously. What do you want to do?
Okay, so they're still kind of a bit away, so I'm going to cast a firebolt at the one that's ahead of the pack.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be this one, which I'll say you can't see, but you can see this one over here. So
Okay.
he's the next closest, but you can see him.
And just 20 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that hits, definitely. Roll some damage.
Come on, Firebolt. Hey.
5 damage.
5. Okay. You smack him right in the chest. Kind of burns. He's got a scraggly beard, and then it burns away half of his beard. Anything else you want to do?
No. That's
Okay.
good enough.
All right. That brings it to Lennix's turn. He kind of walks over to the crystal and starts chanting. And you see the crystal start to pulse faster. Calamities, it is your turn. You see everything running as you're arguing. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. How close?
This one?
Yeah.
10 feet.
Try to stab this man. Yes. Dog, how did it just stay on a wall? Didn't even roll, it just dropped.
Ouch.
No,
You
it's
go to
possible.
stab, and he sidesteps, shooting yourself in the foot, so roll some damage. Oh, fuck. That's painful.
Yes. That's a plus, gonna be 6 at least.
Oof. Just kind of stab into your foot, going, fuck! It's your turn.
Okay. Perception check anymore, right? I'm aware that they're...
You are completely aware at this point.
Okay, cool. Roll higher than a 1 for that.
I hope not. You can
Okay.
roll higher than a 1.
I wish. Roll.
Sometimes that's what happens.
So I'm assuming it's kind of a tightly packed space in here.
Yeah. I mean, the space you can see where you can walk is where you can walk.
Gotcha. Okay. Basically, I'm saying there's not really room for me to pull out like my bow and shoot.
Oh, no, you could shoot if you wanted to. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take a shot with my longbow then.
Okay. Yeah. So which one do you want to shoot at? You can shoot at any of them. I mean, the crates aren't high enough to, like, unless somebody ducks down behind them for cover. You can still shoot over them.
I'm gonna shoot at the one that's south from the crystal.
This guy? So that's the big Genasi Lennix.
No. So the opposite side of the crystal. Sorry.
This one?
Yes, that one.
So that's the one Feo attacked as well. So go for it.
Okay. I could find. Oh, the dice are covering it. Yeah. 14.
14 will hit. Yeah. 14 is exactly what you.
And that's
Hey, boom!
Let's
He's
go.
running towards you. You see the Feo throws his firebolt, burns away half of his beard. And he's like, "Argh!" And then you continues to run towards you, and you shoot the arrow right into his throat, and just gurgles up blood and falls to the floor dead.
You're welcome.
Murderer.
Murder.
I moved the beard for you.
All right. Anything else for you, Branch, or is that it?
I am going to use my bonus action. Or can you use your bonus action after your action, or do you have to use it before your
Yeah,
action?
you can use your bonus action
Okay,
whenever
okay,
you want,
okay.
as long as you have something you can do with it.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on the Genasi.
Okay, you put Hunter's Mark on him. Crud, I don't have. All right, 1 second. I have my markers in here somewhere. I think, maybe, sort of. Here they are. Right where I left them. Alright, Hunter's Mark. Should be the red circle. You have marked him.
Cool.
Oh.
He's got.
He's got a hula hoop, yes.
Is Hunter's Mark now canonically or just throwing a hula hoop on the enemy?
Oh, yes.
It can be, yes.
Now he's getting made to hula.
Yes. He's a big guy, but everybody loves the hula hoop. Yeah,
Physically.
okay, well, so Branch, you Hunter's Mark him. That brings it to Frederick. Frederick, go ahead and make a perception check for me here.
All right, perception.
It's gonna be, you have to roll really high, by the way.
18.
Unfortunately, not high enough. You do still hear the commotion inside, but that's all you hear at the moment.
They're still going at it. How much longer?
Alright, so that brings it to the cultists. So the first one, he's gonna, right in front of you, Calamities, he's going to make an attack.
I wish him luck.
22 to hit.
That will hit.
Sorry, what was that?
That will hit.
That
Indeed.
will hit. Okay.
I got
You
it.
take 6 points of slashing damage.
No.
The other one gets to you, Branch. He's going to make an attack.
I wish him bad luck.
You got a 15. Does a 15 hit you?
My armor class is 15.
So he would hit you. That's the better. 6 points of slashing damage. The other one jumps over the crates because he can't get to him. And makes it, but he doesn't get to his attack. So he's kind of there.
Get right, nerd.
Feo, it is your turn. You've seen all 3 of the remaining cultists run up to Branch and Calamities and start swinging away with their scimitars. What do you want to do?
Oh man, okay. So that guy's cast, right?
Correct. He started chanting and then putting his hand low.
Oh no. He's
I
gonna
know.
cave the building on us again.
Gotta stop.
I want
that
to cast
to a
something at him,
certain
but I'm
extent.
kind of scared that he might have those runes on him again and end up killing us. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cast Oh no, man! Everything's close to us right now, right?
I mean, everything's close, but you're far.
Okay. Then are they close to that corpse? I wanted to use corpse bomb.
I would
They have to
say
be-
I'll give it to you. Yeah, why not?
Okay, then I'm gonna use a corpse bomb. It
Heck
says each creature within a 5-foot radius sphere center to the must make a dexterity saving throw of 11.
Okay. So it'll just be the one. I'll say it's be this one. So he's closest, and I'll say he needs to make a save. Was that dexterity save you said?
Yeah.
He got a 13.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure he
Okay,
takes
so-
some damage.
And then the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll.
I believe.
So 8. So
Okay.
wait, he takes 4.
4 points of damage. Okay, yeah, so it explodes and shards of the bones and everything like pierce into his back, into his legs. Cries out in pain, but he's still kicking.
Okay. How far am I? Am I like by the wall?
Yeah, so you are technically in the doorway by the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna stay right there. Then I'm a good spot.
All right, works for me. All right, so it's the big bad Lennix guy. He finishes his chanting at the end of his turn, and the crystal pulses a final time and dims for a moment, and then
Not right when I
turns
was about to
bright
get to
red. And you can see tendrils of energy starting to pulse out of it, or starting to filter out of it.
Oh man.
Calamities, it is your turn.
Alright, first off, I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use feline agility to have double speed.
Okay. So where are you going?
I would like to go to the crystal. How much movement will that take?
30 feet to get to it.
Awesome, okay. I'm going to, I guess, just stab at it?
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Take an attack.
Alright. Please. I'm begging.
.22 will definitely hit. It's a crystal about, maybe 8 inches
gonna-
tall and about 5 or 6 inches wide.
Re-roll that with the piercer feat. Cool, okay, 9 points.
9 points of damage. Okay, you stab your rapier right into it. The rapier kind of bounces off of it a little bit, but you do see the crystal kind of crack and chip. But it's still whole. It's still in one piece.
Okay.
Give me 1 second to
then-
write something down.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm going to go then with the remainder of my movement to the bottom left corner of that room and sort of like try to tuck behind the pillar out of line of sight of this dude.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. You duck behind the pillar, taking cover. Or trying to, get
Alright,
some cover.
Yeah. Making my best effort.
Okay. Branch, it is now your turn.
Yes. Okay. So the herd that just swung and hit me,
Mhm.
I'm going to use my bonus action for my planar warrior feat.
Okay. Go for it.
And then for my action, I'm going to attack him with my dagger.
Okay. Roll for it.
And that is a nat 1. That's my
Ooh,
third
not
nat 1.
again.
And
Roll
Oh
another d20 for me here.
God.
Our second nat one in combat.
Nat 20.
Okay, you're fine. You don't stab anyone
Oh
else. You
my
just right into the wood of the box, the crate that's right next
Not
to
the
you, and you just
duality,
miss. But otherwise, you're fine. You are going to surrounded at this point by them. But at initiative round 20, unless you want to do anything else, Branch, which I don't think you can because you did bonus action and your action.
Yeah, no. No, I don't
Yeah,
have
it would
any
just be moved.
maneuvers.
Okay. So at the initiative round of 20 at the top of the round, you guys watch as the tendrils reach out and start grabbing items out of the crates themselves and starts pulling them into the crystal. It's kind of doing the same thing that happened before with the when you guys were found in Terran, like the imps came in, except that this is some kind of energy beams kind of reaching out and pulling them into tendrils of energy, pulling in works of art, gems, gold, jewelry, anything of value in the room that it can. Frederick, it is your turn.
All right, I'm getting really impatient. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
Like, God damn it!
You knock on the door. There's a double sliding doors.
no.
There's like you knock and no one seems to answer.
Well, screw it. I'm going in.
Okay. You pull open one of the sliding doors, and you move it about a foot or two, enough space for you to squeeze through, and you can hear commotion in the warehouse. They still seem to sound like they're looking for somebody, but otherwise, nobody seems to pay any attention. There's nobody looking at you whatsoever.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna try and sneak around
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
on my friends or something. Oh, and it's with disadvantage.
Yep. Get clankety clanking.
All right. Clank, clank. 5.
5. Okay. You are trying to be stealthy, but you're not really sure how stealthy you're being. You never know, though. Could be. Could be doing well. Could be doing bad.
Clank, clank.
Clank, 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 clank. All right. Well, that brings it to the cultists. One of them is going to move to you, Feo, and try and make an attack. He failed. He got a 7. And then the 2 on Branch. One got a 19. And also a 24.
Jesus.
So
Bring
Branch,
it
you're
on.
going to take 12 points of slashing damage.
That's
in
it.
total. Yeah, 6 and 6. So 12.
You got this.
And that brings it to Feo. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack the guy that was right in front of me then.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna attack him with my quarterstaff.
Okay, make an attack.
22 to hit.
22 will most definitely hit. Oh, yes. They have an AC of 14.
So 3 damage, is that
Okay.
right? Because it's got 2 of them, bludgeoning and... Oh, I guess the first one was critical strike or something?
On a quarterstaff?
Well, it says 1d6 plus 1, and then a 1d8 plus 1.
Oh, so if you use it with
if you're
two hands,
two-handing it. Yeah.
which I mean you could in this case, I'll let you roll it. It's just you roll a d8 instead of a d6.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess it'll be 2 hands.
Okay.
2-handed.
Oh my God.
I'll keep the 3 for you. We'll keep the 3. Oh my gosh.
My man puts the second hand around it and just saps all will.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Oh,
My frail
man.
muscles can't do anything to him.
Can't do nothing. All right. Well, that brings it to Lennix, who takes the
tracks.
2 axes off of his back and looks at you, Calamities, and he says, "You die first."
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
And he goes.
That's pretty reasonable. I agree with that statement. I think
So
you should
he
go.
What the heck?
is 5 feet away from you. He can't quite get to you.
That's pretty racist, I think.
But Calamities, it is now your turn.
He can't get to me?
He only can move 30 feet, and you were 35 away from him.
Gorgeous. Alright.
Run away. Kite him around.
That is so beautiful. Okay. How far am I from just like straight, I guess from your perspective, down the board towards that barrel?
Towards this one?
Even far.
That one?
Yeah.
So 5. So 30 feet puts you here.
Okay. And then how far is he from that barrel?
So let's see. So 30. If you went this way, he could get to you on his next move.
Okay.
What if you dash?
Well, that's the plan. I just want to find where I need to dash to in order to end up. Oh no, I got
You
it.
dash. No matter how far you dash, he's not going to catch you. Like he
Right.
wouldn't be able to get to you and attack in that round because you have to dash after you.
Yeah. So my plan here. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna use my base movement to sort of circle around this area and get to the striking distance of the crystal.
Okay.
Which,
It's right here.
yeah, with however much movement that takes.
So that's 20.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to stab the crystal again.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. 12 is what you need to hit.
Oh, my God.
It's an inanimate object.
Stop giving me twos. I have the feet. Yes, that's more like it. 12.
Okay. Okay, so you hit the crystal, and you break off a piece of it, but it's still intact and it's still pulsing.
That's how breaking off something is better than breaking off nothing. At which point I will bonus action dash to the top right corner of the room.
Over here? Or here?
Oh, other corner.
There.
I think our views are flipped, but yeah.
Okay. Alright, so third, put you like right there.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Fuck this guy.
Branch, it's your turn. You got 2 of them on you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to, in frustration, try and strike at the same one again after I use my bonus action, of course, to use Planar Warrior again.
Okay.
Please.
And that is a 14.
That'll hit. That's what you need.
Thank you.
And that is a 7 damage plus 1d8. Here.
Please.
So 10 damage
10.
total.
Alright, it's enough to kill him.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Suck it, dude.
He is dead. You stab at him. As you stab at him with your knife, you kind of the planar damage hits him, and he goes, "Oh, what's that?" And then you just watch his eyes go wide as this energy hits him, and he just kind of coughs up blood and goes, "Didn't see that," and then collapses, kind of blood smearing down your face.
It's called the Force.
Wow, somebody went Sith real quick there.
My God.
All right, Frederick, it's your turn. You are stealthing, as you could see, kind of like
Right.
at the beginning of the warehouse. You have a general idea of where your friends were when they jumped into the building,
Right.
but you don't know where they are in the building at the moment.
Can I try and hear the commotion that's happening again and trying to find my way through said commotion?
So the commotion you hear is you just hear everybody kind of shouting around trying to find Calamities and Feo at the moment.
Right.
They're like, "Where are they? I don't know. Like they're not over here." Kind of commotion. Like people are moving crates back and forth, like trying to look behind crates, where they're like, maybe they're hiding.
All right, I'm I guess I'm gonna be doing like the same thing. I'm just gonna be trying to find them.
Okay. I would say go ahead and just make a. I'll make it a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
That is 16.
Okay. So you kind of move a little bit further into it, into the warehouse, and you find two workers. They're dressed in like those, just kind of plain work clothes, and they're trying to shift a box around. And you're like, "Have you seen my friends?" And they're like, "What?" Like, "Oh, you're like your friends were the ones that were here." Kind of like, "What?" You basically strike up a conversation with them real quick, and they're like, "Well, if you will help us find them to get rid of them, sure." And they're kind of like, "Help."
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get them the fuck out of here.
Okay. Let me roll something real quick. So the two of them are like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, they definitely shouldn't be here. Yeah, I'm glad you came to help us.
No worries.
You look like as you look at them, you can see they're not too bright. They're pretty dim. Okay.
I mean, can I really tell if I'm the same?
I mean, that's up to you. Tell us if your character's bright or not.
I'd say like not very bright, not very stupid either. It's like very top of the bell curve.
Okay, on top of the bell curve. We can deal with that. Okay, well, so it's the two remaining cultists. One of them is going to attack you, Branch. You just killed his friend.
Good.
He got a nat 20, unfortunately. The other one is going to attack you, Feo, who got a 13. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Branch.
Man.
All right, Branch, you take 12 points of damage. That's a
Bring it on.
and then, Feo, it's your turn.
Branch is hungry for vengeance.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack the guy that was attacking me.
Okay.
Same thing this time with the one-handed quarterstaff, I guess.
You can cast spells, by the way. You don't have to, like, just use your weapon.
Yeah, true. That's fine. I rolled a 4 to hit, anyways.
Okay, so you go to hit him and you hit your quarterstaff against the ceiling, like boom, and he just kind of looks at you like, what?
Wait, that might have been a nat 1.
It was a nat 1. So roll a d20 for me here.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. So you hit the ceiling and a piece of rock falls on the ceiling. You take
Oh god.
6 points of bludgeoning damage as a piece of stone hits you in the head.
Oh my god.
That checks out.
You're a little dazed and confused at the moment. So Lennix, the big bad guy, it's his turn. He kind of realizes what you're doing, Calamities, and he moves towards the crystal, and he points at you. And he says, like, don't be a coward. Come and face me like a man.
Don't fall for it.
Make me.
Okay. He goes, very well. And you need to make a strength saving throw as he casts Entangle on you.
Okay. A whole 10.
You are entangled, or you are restrained, as a bunch of vines grow up out of the wood and the ground and grab your feet. But guess what? It's your turn. So you can
Indeed.
use your action to make a strength check against it to free yourself, or whatever you want to do.
Let's see. Do I have sight line on the crystal?
Yeah, I would say you do from where you are.
I don't really want to make it a strength check. My strength checks fucking suck. Kind of a waste. Okay. I'm gonna use my... Can I see either of the cultists?
Yeah, you can both of them.
Okay, I'm going to drop my sword
Okay.
and whip out my short bow. At which point I will use my bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage, because at least I'll have a neutral roll.
Okay.
Cope. And I'm gonna try to shoot the one on Brent.
Okay, go for it.
Please. Please. I hate you.
Unfortunately, you miss. Not
Yeah.
quite high enough.
Well, at least he didn't shoot me instead.
That is
Yeah.
true.
That is true, the way these rolls are going.
Oh man, guys. What the heck?
Oh man,
It's almost like we haven't learned our valuable first playthrough of splitting the party.
I know, right? God, what is going on? Okay. Well, that brings it to Branch. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action
I guided him as
Surprise.
best I could, fellas.
for Planner Warrior on Homeboy, who just critically hit me.
Okay.
Guided him as best I could.
Now, hopefully, I will critically hit him back,
Never know till you try.
It's gonna be...
or just normally
Oh,
hit him.
You know,
17
okay.
will hit.
All right.
Roll high, roll high,
Okay.
roll high.
So that's 6
Roll high on the
damage,
D8. Roll
Slaughter
high on the
heavy.
D8.
and that's 8 damage total.
Not, but he's close. He's very...
Damn it.
And that's a fart on him.
If only it worked that way. If only.
You
Alright,
fart. See how
well
rank
then,
it is.
that brings it to Frederick's turn.
I want to be searching around like, damn it, where are they? The fuck they're doing?
Oh, what are they doing? Where are they? What's going on?
Yeah. Like, come on, they've been here long enough.
So go ahead and so as you're searching around, I only like roll so RP stuff. So the same manager guy that came and kicked you out, eventually kind of walks up to you and is like, "What are you doing here again?"
I'm trying to find my friends. Look, I'm just trying to get them the fuck out of here because they're making some kind of mess right now.
And he goes, "The only one
Sorry
making a mess
about earlier.
is you." And he kind of grabs you roughly by the collar and starts trying to drag you out again.
I'm gonna punch them.
Okay, make an attack.
Don't touch me like that.
Yeah.
Like it.
Roll,
I like
roll
it.
it.
Oh wait, no, I rolled initiative.
Oh,
Why did I roll?
Jesus. Ooh,
Wow,
So
that is
that's
good honors.
20
Oh my
to hit.
God.
Nat 20. Okay.
Not that
Dirty
20.
20.
Oh, not nat 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You punch him. Roll some damage.
That's 5.
Okay. Wow. That's pretty good. So he grabs you, turn and just clock him. And everyone just kind of like the rest of the workers are kind of like, what the fuck just happened? And he kind of like, the guy looks at you kind of confused for a moment and he rubs like the blood from his mouth and he's like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. And I'm just gonna have him go after you every time. But you see his eyes begin to glow. And in that moment, he looks at you, and he starts speaking in a strange language you don't recognize. And then, as he does, two, out of the crates, these weird, they seem to bubble and start to almost shift as if the shadows are coming alive. And these two demonic creatures jump out of it for him. And the people that are working there are like, what the fuck is going on? And they start screaming because they have no idea what their boss is doing at the moment.
Well, fuck their boss.
So these two almost ghoulish-looking creatures, they're about the size of a large dwarf, so maybe about 4 feet tall, and they just look like this amalgamation of rotting flesh as they jump out. And he points at you with them. But they just kind of look at him, look at you, and you can see they want to kill you.
Great.
But that'll be the end of your turn, and they'll just go after you from now on in the initiative order.
All right.
All right, that brings it to the cultists. One of them is going to attack you, Branch. He misses. The other one's on you, Feo. Who hits? You take 6 points of damage, Feo.
Nice.
And then that is now your turn, Feo.
Alright, I'm gonna cast. Let me see. I'm gonna cast. I haven't cast this one before, I think. I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter.
Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
Okay, so let me roll for him. He got a 7. He fails.
Right. At the end of each of its turn, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another. Okay.
All right, so he's prone.
Beautiful.
Welcome back, Branch. One of the guys tried to attack you and missed, by the way.
Haha.
The other one is prone on the ground from hideous laughter.
So I'll put him here. He's prone on
Just
the
laughing.
ground. He just
Incapacitated laughter.
He's like,
And
he's
I
like
punched
Ruskin
a
just
dude.
laughing. He's just giggling hysterically. All right, it's Lennix's turn. Seeing that you are now entangled, he nonchalantly walks up to you. Calamities. And he
Ugh. As you do.
yeah, he's going to Oh, here's what he's gonna do. So he's actually gonna walk up, and as he does, he puts his axes together, and he's going to try and grapple you. So you make
Okay.
an attack. We got a 22 to grapple you, so he grabs you, and then he is going to try and throw you over the barrels into the pillar.
Okay.
Which I will have him do as a strength check. And he failed,
Okay.
actually. He tries
He
to, and
wants
he can't
to
get you out of the
restrain.
entangled vines.
What a dipshit, alright.
That's so funny. Oh my god. He has like
Moron
all these
fucked up
pluses
his
to
own
strength, and he
plan.
rolled a 3.
Incredible.
Jesus. Okay.
Amazing.
Well, Calamities, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm like, fuck it, this guy can do what he wants to me. I'm taking a shot at that one on Branch again after doing the steady aim.
Okay.
God, I hate it here.
Oh my god. Oh, this is saddening, depressing. Okay. What happened to all those high rolls? That's all I gotta say. But Branch, it's your turn now.
All the high rolls got wasted.
It was a huge waste of my effort.
It's been fun fighting you and your friend, but it's got to come to an end. I have bigger and greater things to move on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action for Planar Warrior. I'm gonna attack him again,
Okay.
but this time my short sword. Sorry, not long sword.
Okay.
And that's a 22 to hit.
Oh, thank
Definitely hits. He's got 4 hit points. You're going to kill him instantly.
Fuck this guy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so he is dead. I will even let you take your bonus action back. So you have a bonus action if you want.
Oh, sweet. There's nothing I can really do with it anyway.
Murder did indeed.
Let me see. Oh. I didn't realize I had that. Yeah, no, there's nothing else I can do. I'll pass, but I learned something important for later.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, then. So initiative round 20, the crystal continues to pull in items. You can see that it's going to take it a while to get everything. It's probably got maybe another minute and a half before you think it'll get everything in the room. But there are, like, as the tendrils are coming, there's a small portal that it's just kind of shoving all of these things into. It's almost like it's just a mouth that's devouring whatever valuables are in here. But Frederick, it's your turn.
I think their boss is ready to die.
You can
Time
go
to
for
pick
it.
up my maul and just slam him really hard.
Go for it.
Or at
Hit him.
least try to.
Please.
That's 11 to hit.
11 does... Actually, I will say 11 does hit. He's not wearing his armor. He's got a 10.
Oh, great.
Suck it.
Or he has 11 exactly, because he's not wearing his armor.
Add 11 damage.
Holy moly.
Beat the shit out of him.
With Bahamut's chosen maul of the Holy Crusade.
With Bahamut's chosen maul of the Holy Crusade. You got any of those sweet bonus action attacks?
Yes, I do. Is he
Oh my
dead
God.
or
He
not?
is.
No, he is not dead. You slam him against the side of the head, and he just kind of dazed and looks at you for a moment, and he continues to speak in that devilish language. His
I
eyes
want
are
him to
glowing
stop
red.
speaking, so I'm just gonna hit him again.
Okay, go for it.
And that's 14 to hit.
Which hits, yeah.
Fuck this guy and his lack of armor.
And
Sucks to suck.
7 damage. That's
Ooh,
Oh,
2 ones
The
on my
middle.
d6.
okay.
Sad day.
Math
But
is
it's 1
hard.
plus 1 plus 5, so 7.
Yeah. 7 still. Not awful.
Sorry, math
But-
is hard. I'm struggling bussing. I don't know why.
It'd be like
There we go. Okay. So he's still alive. He kind of looks at you for a moment, and he's going to... so he makes this burst of swords that slashes out around him. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. 17.
You are fine. You
Still
like
got
dodge
the
the
wounds.
spectral blades that fly out from him. The two summoned monsters, though, they charge to you and are both going to attack. First one got a 19 to hit you.
That will hit.
And the second one got a 15 to hit you.
That will not hit.
Okay, so the first one deals... His claws kind of reach out and slash at you. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
Ouch. Alright.
And then all of the workers in the building are screaming in terror. Like, the two that were next to you are like, what? Like, terrified. They are crawling up the crates. A couple of others run up and see these monster creatures and their boss with glowing eyes, and they just scatter. They have no clue what the fuck is going on. Okay. That brings it to the cultist. He gets to make his wisdom save.
Yeah.
Because he's just laughing hysterically. He rolled a 1, so he failed.
Oh my god. Alright, well, he's
He
just laughing some more. Fuck that guy.
It's
He's
just so
like, fuck
funny.
this shit. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. He's just laughing away.
Lennix, please throw me. Please throw me somewhere that's not these vines, Lennix.
Well, it is now Theo's turn.
Alright, so as I see him there just laughing.
He's having a grand old time.
He's having a great time.
I believe I'll cast a Ray of Sickness on him.
Okay. So I believe he's technically incapacitated. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I just hit him?
Let me see. So he's under. It's
He is prone and incapacitated, whatever that combo means.
incapacitated. So let me look up incapacitated because I haven't. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you have advantage on a bunch of stuff. So can't take actions or reactions. So he's prone, so you have advantage on it because you're standing over him.
I'm warding over him as
Okay.
well.
Yes, prone.
Oh my god, a 9 to hit?
You with advantage?
Yeah, both
Yeah.
sixes.
Both 6.
Ouch. A 9 will not hit him. His AC is still 14.
That's
That, yeah,
Well,
that
that's
hasn't changed.
Alright, I guess he gets lucky. Keep laughing there, buddy.
Alright, well, it's Lennix's turn. He's going to try and throw you again.
Please, God.
Oh my god, he failed. He rolled a
I am-
6.
It's okay. My turn's not gonna mean anything either. It's alright.
Oh my god. Like, he literally
Jesus Christ.
entangled you at the moment, and after, like, he's not too bright. You realize he's pulling on you, and you can't get the, like, get this
Fucking
untangled.
moron.
And then you see this moment of, like, he realizes something, he's like, oh. And he just lets go of the entangle spell, and it breaks away.
Holy shit, he's letting it go?
Yeah. He's grappled
shit,
with you.
alright.
He has you grappled. But he's, like,
Does
obviously
he?
was... Yeah, he grappled you to try and throw you, but he couldn't break out of the vines.
Oh, I thought he failed the strength check. Alright.
Yeah, so he failed the strength check to break you out of the vines.
Ah. Gotcha.
So there's this big Genasi that's like half giant in size, and he's trying to lift you up out of the vines, and he can't break the vines. And then he realizes
damn
he's
it.
concentrating on the spell.
He's so dumb.
So it's now your turn. You're no longer entangled in the vines, but he still has you grappled. I mean, you can attack him
Yeah.
if you want.
What is... What does this entail for my ability to shoot this man on the ground? Wait, no, he's prone, so that also has... God, I
Yeah.
hate...
He's prone. You have disadvantage on it.
Yeah, okay, so we're just not even gonna fuck with that. I guess I'm gonna try to escape the grapple.
Okay. Yeah.
What is that? I can do an
Should be,
acrobatics for that, right?
Let me look it up.
I want to say it's your pick between athletics and acrobatics. I
So it's a
don't remember.
dexterity or strength saving throw
Okay.
against
Okay.
the escape DC.
Alright. Alright. Well,
The-
I can roll a dex saving throw if you got a DC to check it against.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I've got it.
Sweet.
You definitely beat it. He had a 16 is what you had to beat.
Get a wiggle the bitch.
Yeah, you break free. Wiggles away.
Alright, so that's action.
You can still move because it's part of your action. Is move
Yes.
movement.
I'm still within 5 feet of him, right?
Yes.
Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Because I haven't moved for a while. Feline agility.
Ooh.
Speed's back up to 60, baby.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm gonna rush back over to where my sword is. Where I dropped it on the ground, that pillar in the top right, I think, from your perspective. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't remember. Is
35.
object interaction, is that a thing?
So 60 feet gets you there.
Oh, sweet. That's like right where I dropped it.
So drinking a potion is an action, yes.
Oh, I meant, picking up the weapon.
Oh, that's
More
you
so.
can you just run up and grab it. It's part of your movement.
Okay, cool. I have picked up my sword. Hooray.
Okay.
I'm over here now.
You got away.
Suck my dick, Lennix.
All right, Branch, it's your turn. This guy is prone. You have advantage. If you hit him, it is a critical.
Oh shit! I wasn't even gonna bother with him, but now that you
don't
said
have
that,
to. You can do whatever you want.
no, I actually have the perfect idea now.
Oh shit!
I am going to thrust my blade into him.
Okay.
Thank God you still played.
Holy shit.
That's a 14. Oh.
Will hit, yeah. You have advantage, by the way, too. Not that it matters.
Oh. That's right. And he says automatically crit, right?
Automatically a crit.
Okay. Dang, my dice spot.
Okay.
So it's 10 damage.
10 is not quite enough to kill him. He does get a wisdom save.
It does.
He got a 14, so he breaks out of the hideous laughter,
Damn.
but he's still prone.
Okay. I suppose I will hit him again. I will use my bonus action to use my 2-weapon fighting, which I just realized last turn that I had.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon, aka my dagger.
Okay. Go for it.
And I have advantage still, right?
Yeah, because he's still prone.
Okay.
Going in with a dagger.
And that is a 16.
That hits.
And is it still a critical hit too?
It is.
Not that I think it matters.
He is still prone.
Alright, perfect. And that is
12.
12 damage.
It's enough to kill him. That is way
Oh,
more than enough. You go stabbity stab. He dies.
Laugh about that, buddy.
Alright. So the crystal
Could've
keeps
made him
pulling in more stuff.
Yeah.
Frederick, it is your turn.
Alright.
What do you want to do?
I really want to finish off that boss of the workers.
Beautiful. I believe in you.
8 to hit.
No.
8
Oh
does not
my
hit,
God.
unfortunately.
No.
Uh-uh.
Alright, time to use my bonus action to hit again.
Okay.
So 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
And
Roll some
plus-
damage.
Please.
12!
Oof.
Respectable. Respectable.
So he's still alive.
Damn it.
He's not. He's a beefy boy.
It's okay. You got AC and he doesn't.
Yeah. So he's gonna do the same thing. You make a dexterity saving throw. You can do the sword
Alright.
burst.
Well, I've got a
Aw.
3.
That's
Ooh.
disappointing.
You
The rolls
take
without here.
6 points of
Somebody
psychic
else.
damage or force damage. I apologize.
Ouch.
You've taken unaspected
And then the
magic.
two little monster guys are going to attack you as well. One rolled a 4 to hit you. The other one rolled a 17.
The 17 will hit. So that's 5 damage?
It is 5 points of damage. You got it.
Well, I'm right
Got
fucked now,
this.
am I?
Alright. And then that brings it to Feo's turn. You're up.
You got this.
All right. So the only one that's left is the Nazi guy, right?
The Genasi, yeah, Lennix.
This
All right.
bitch.
I'm going to cast.
And the crystal. Don't forget the crystal.
And the
Oh,
crystal.
the crystal.
Yes. We
You
got
know what? I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at the crystal.
Okay. Roll for it. It's just an attack.
An 11 to hit.
11 does not hit, but the crystal,
But can
Um,
it pass dex saves?
it will not. It fails because it's a crystal.
Beautiful.
It doesn't have a dex save.
I
So
kinda figured.
roll the damage for the ice knife on that.
3 damage.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like that. It's okay.
So it's still holding up. All right, that brings it to Lennix's turn. He kind of looks at you, Polemides, and growls. And then Polemides, go to make a perception check for me here, real quick.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. That was better than it looked like it was gonna be.
Plenty high. So as you kind of get back to this pillar, you kind of edged by this outer edge right here, and as you did, you kind of pause and look up. You can see there's a glowing red rune that looks very familiar, and you're like, oh shit. And then you look around the room at the other pillars, and you can see that each of them have one of those glowing pulsing. And you realize in that moment, he was trying to throw you into one of those.
Okay, but hear me out. I wouldn't have been entangled anymore.
Yeah, if he hadn't entangled you, he could have tried to throw you into the exploding rune. But
Sucks to suck, bitch
yeah,
boy.
he's going to move back to the crystal, and kind of growl, and then he is going to cast. You need to make a wisdom saving throw, Calamities.
This man is burning through spell slots. That's understandable. Suck my 18!
Oh, fuck,
You
you
stupid
beat it.
Genasi bitch!
He was casting
Fuck your whole
slow,
person.
and
Okay.
he failed.
Fuck you, slow.
Okay, well, it's your turn now.
Fuck everything about you. Alright. I'm gonna steady. I got. Shit. How much do I have to move to be able to see him?
You mean if you want to lean around the corner? I'm not gonna be super picky about it.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action study aim then. And
Okay.
then
Yeah.
take a shot at bitch boy this time.
Okay.
Because I hate him. And I want to hit something. God damn it. Oh, thank God. That was
21
almost
will
a 2
hit,
and a
yeah.
5. Okay. This is going to do this much damage, which I am not going to reroll. Plus, we got a 9 there. That 1 is fake, so 12. 15.
Okay. You shoot a couple arrows into him. He just kind of takes them and grunts at you, and says, "Is that the best you can do?"
You're gonna die eventually, bitch.
All right, Branch, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
All right. I am going to use my bonus action to cast Planner Warrior on Lennix.
Okay.
And I'm going to take aim with my longbow and shoot him, or attempt to shoot him. At
Okay.
least.
Don't forget you have Hunter's Mark on him still, unless you
Yeah.
weren't concentrating
Yes.
on it.
No, I was concentrating this whole time. 13.
Unfortunately, does not hit him. No.
Damn it.
Curses.
All right. Well, Sir Frederick, it's now your turn.
All right. Yeah, I just want to kill that guy. Fuck him.
Okay. Keep going. Make an
25 to hit,
attack. Definitely
so
hits. Oh yeah.
So close.
and 13 damage.
He is still alive.
And I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Healing Word, 2nd level.
Okay.
Ooh.
So let's roll some healing. That's 7 to heal.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, it keeps you up longer.
Okay.
That's what counts.
Exactly.
Okay. So he's gonna do. He's gonna make a ranged attack on you, spell attack, which he misses.
My God.
Totally missed. And then the monsters, both are gonna roll to try and hit you. 8, it misses,
Yes.
and a 6. They both miss.
Yes.
They just slashing across your shield like it was no tomorrow.
My God.
Okay. Feo, it is your turn. By the way, just so everybody knows,
Stop with this one.
we're going to do like another few more minutes and then we're going to stop. So it's getting late.
All right.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm just gonna cast fireball at the guy.
Okay. Cast your firebolt. Yeah.
11 to hit.
11 unfortunately does not hit him, no.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Womp womp womp.
Wah, wah, wah. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm happy where I'm at. I like it.
Okay. All right. So. All right. Branch, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what? That is a 21.
Fuck.
Suck
Jesus.
it,
Nice.
you fucking
You resist his
loser.
hold person. That's all his action. He doesn't do anything else. So that
Ah.
brings it to
Use all of
Calamities.
your spells, you stupid bitch.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. Go for the steady aim short bow.
Okay.
Get the exact same thing to hit.
Oof. Definitely hit.
Time to do my fucking parade of rolls. Okay, we're sitting at 7. Okay, we're sitting at 8. Wow, Jesus Christ, 9.
Jesus Christ. Okay. 9 damage. He takes it. Like, that's it. And then we're actually going to go ahead and stop there because it is getting late.
Understandable.
I know.
It is getting late.
Yeah, it's almost 9 my time, which means it's almost like 1:30,
Yeah.
2 o'clock for what? Feo? Or not Feo? Frederick? It's getting late.
It's 11:48.
11:48.
Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. Okay, but we'll pick up there.
stayed up later, but it's understandable.
Yeah.
And it's late.
Yeah, that's late.
And then
Fuck
since we
those
mostly
guys.
have combat, if you guys want to pick up next week, we can just finish combat next week, next Wednesday.
I am
but it's up to you
game to
guys.
squeeze in a
That works for
combat
me.
finishing session.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll plan next Wednesday. We will at least finish combat, and then once combat's over, we'll end the session, and then we'll pick up after that and go from there.
Rad. Cause yeah, we'll probably
Alright.
be pretty exhausted next week, but I should have the energy to kill a bitch.
I hope so. I really do.
Yes.
All right. Well, in that case, we're done, and we'll